Hey guys, this is Harry with UBR Tech, and today we're going to talk about the new Xbox Elite controller that Microsoft just announced at E3 this year. One of the reasons why I'm excited about this is because I've had run-ins with companies where I'm trying to get a controller modded, and you pay a lot of money to get this controller in. And let's say, for instance, my situation that I had, which was I ordered a Scuff controller, paid over $200, and when it came in, it was broken. So I had to send it back, have them fix it. It just takes forever for you to get the controller back, and it's just not the experience that you want paying that much money for a tournament controller. So having Microsoft create a tournament controller that's going to be mass produced, that means that there's going to be less chances of something coming in the mail that's going to be broken out of the box. Now, if you're familiar with Scuff, they have this technology, it's called EMR. Basically what it does is it lets you map any of the face buttons to the paddles in the back, and you can change them on the fly. I own one of these controllers that has EMR, and what you have to do is take a magnet that they supply you with, put it on the back of the controller, and then you'd have to press the button and the paddle at the same time to map that button. Microsoft took this concept and made it a little bit easier. What they did was they put software on the Xbox One, so this way you have an interface that you can map the buttons on the fly. Also, they give you the opportunity to do two different mappings. There's a button on the very front in the middle where you could slide, it says 1 and 2, so you can have two different mappings. One for a shooter game, another one could be for a racing game. And all the mappings are stored directly onto the controller, so if you take the controller to a friend's house and play on his Xbox One, the mappings are all still there. Okay, now let's talk about the trigger stops. Trigger stops are so when you're playing a first-person shooter, there's less travel in the trigger when you pull to fire your weapon. So what they did was, instead of making it where you have to take it apart like the Scuff controllers, you have to literally take the sides off to adjust where you want the trigger stops to either be turned on or turned off. They have these little switches that are right above the paddles. You can see on the left and the right, right above the paddles. Those little switches, if you switch it up, then the trigger stop is on, and then this way you have a shorter pull, and if you push it down, it'll allow you to play a racing game where you need to pull the trigger all the way down for the throttle. I was really happy to see that they added a Scuff-like grip to this controller, because I really enjoyed it on my modded controller. I don't know how great this is actually going to feel in your hands, but when I get one, I'll let you know. So in case you don't already know, this controller is going to cost you $150. Now what do you get for that $150? You get the controller, the case, the charging wire, the 4 paddles in the back, the disc so you could play fighting games, the regular D-pad, and 6 analog sticks that are different sizes and shapes. Is that worth it? I say 100% yes. Because if you take this same setup and go to, let's just say, Scuff, and see how much it would cost for all the stuff that you get in here, I did it. I did the math, and it comes to $226.46 for everything that you see right here. And that's not counting the EMR. For some reason their site just did not let me add the EMR to the cart. I'm assuming maybe they're having issues with EMR, but excluding the EMR, that's how much it costs. So as you can see, getting a Scuff controller that somebody is basically taking a Xbox One controller and modding it, and sometimes doing a shitty job doing that, versus Microsoft making a controller that most likely you're not going to get something that's going to show up in the mail that's broken, is by far a better deal and better value. So in my opinion, Scuff and Cinch and all those other companies are going to have to do something with their pricing and pretty much offer something that Microsoft isn't offering. And again, this is just my opinion. I'll know more when I actually get the controller, when it's released. I've already made the decision to purchase this controller, and I can't wait for it to come in. I'll have to wait until sometime in October because that's the release date, but when it does come in, I'll make sure that I do a unboxing video and a review video. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. This has been Harry with UBR Tech, and I'll see you in my next video.